Hey everybody, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel after all this time away. It's so weird to film an intro right now, but we're doing it. But as you can see, we are not playing Magic. We are not playing Magic Arena. We are playing Storybook Brawl. This is a great game. It's actually still in the beta, early access, whatever you want to call it. But again, this is a free game. It's available on Steam. It is an auto battler, but it is so much fun. And I really want to introduce everybody who potentially plays Magic to this community. A lot of you will actually be familiar with this, but I would say more than a few of you are probably not familiar with this game. This is, like I said, it is an auto battler, which means you are putting together your team to fight for you from round to round against a lobby of 8 individuals. So it's yourself and 7 people. And what happens is every round you are buying minions, putting them on your board, and they are attacking random minions on your opponent's sides. And you are just trying to scale up your team and win the game. You're trying to knock all of your opponents down from there's a variation. Most characters start at 40. There's a couple that start at 45, and there's one that's I think one that starts at 50. And it's based off of like hero strength early in the game versus late game. And again, you're trying to knock your opponents down from the high, with their starting life total down to 0. Once they're at 0, they're knocked out of the lobby. And then again, you are trying to win the lobby and earn a crown. As you can see right now, I'm sitting at a lowly 89 crowns. There are people out there that have 1,500 crowns, I think is like the most right now. It's insane. But again, this game is so much fun. And again, I've missed making content. I know there's going to be a lot of people who don't necessarily want to see Storybook Brawl content. But again, I just want to be completely open and honest with you. I just have fallen out of love with Magic. Not so much the game itself, but with the company. And right now I just can't support the game because I can't support the company. But I mean, that's just the honest truth. So I want to at least highlight the game that I really, really am loving right now. And I want to show you what I can about it. I want to bring as much to you as I can. And if you enjoy the content, please let me know. You can always like, comment, subscribe to all the crazy things that I used to tell you. But if not, I'm going to be making some Storybook Brawl content. These games last, one game lasts roughly 20 to 30 minutes. And yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say if you're not familiar with it. I just wanted to at least get a little bit of an intro. I've already actually played the game. I just decided, you know what? Everybody on my channel is used to me throwing out an intro. So let me go ahead and throw in this intro and see what's going on. And again, I'm just kind of a little out of practice on making videos, but it's great to be back. Hopefully we can make this a regular thing. But I do need you guys, I need everybody to let me know in the comments if you do actually want to see more content. So with that being said, let's hop right into the game and let's see what happens. See you soon. All right, let's hop into another game of the Storybook Brawl. I truly do love this game, right? It's a lot more complex than people think. With the recent changes they've made, though, the game is a lot different. All right, so Sir Galahad could unlock Sir Galahad and try him out. We have the Fates. Interesting character. Trophy Hunter is always the what they say, he who shall not be named. This is people think that this is just the worst character in the game as opposed to fun level. You're let's just say you're not going to make any friends playing this character. Or we could just try the old Celestial Tiger. Try to high roll, do some crazy things. They do call this Content Tiger for a reason, so maybe give it a shot. So mouse is always fun because the blind mice give you a level 4 treasure, but you don't get to double off of those. So might Might just be Sherwood Sure Shot and hope that we can triple these, right? I think on any other character, I'd probably in this shop I would take the mouse, right? Because I'd much rather a level 4 treasure than a level 2 treasure, but I wouldn't mind doubling a level 2 treasure. I'll take a tie there. Would have preferred a win. Here is another mouse. So we are going to cast this. Are going to lock. This is not a great shot. So I'm going to take the Bad Billy Gruff just because it has the most amount of stats on it. Again, Blind Mouse, not too synergistic with Celestial Tiger's abilities. Kitty Cut Purse, it's a 1/1. It does have a great upside for slaying. You know, you do get an extra gold if you can slay. And again, if you're not familiar, slaying is when you attack something and kill something. Just like they did. We're going to tie. Don't hate it. Love it. Don't love these shops at all. Shops are what we would call hot garbage. We're about to go into level 3 with absolutely no pairs, which is unfortunate. We could have had a pair of mice, right? But who's to say that we didn't look at the same mouse twice? This Sharon is probably going to be pretty big. Well, they're at the bottom. Sharon, Karen, however you say this character's name. Anytime one of your characters dies, it gets +2/+1 permanently. The first character that dies. So they've lost both of their fights so far. So they're going to have a couple of things that are bigger than normal. Oh, and it looks like it was this tree both times. We get a slay. I'm actually super happy about that. So from here, normally we'd only be able to spend 5 gold, but since we did get that slay for the extra gold this turn, we're gonna buy 2 3s. And we are going to be these units. I really want to attack with. I'm gonna do this. Get to start off with the Kitty Cut Purse, swing in. Mummy gets to go in and deal 10 damage, hopefully. Our board is still not great, right? Ideally, we can hit a pair of one of these 3s next turn. Either the Wretched Mummy or the Evil Witch, or the Wicked Witch of the West. I think ideally what we would like to potentially get would be a Ancient Sarcophagus, right? That's like just one of the best. Either an Ancient Sarcophagus or a treasure map. We did get a slay. Okay, please hit. That doesn't matter. All right. Hits. Okay, so a pair of mice. Princess White is interesting. We don't want to be going dwarves, but we could take it and we'll never see another one of these again in the shop. It does technically make our shop a little bit better, but I really want to just roll and try to pair or triple something. This Mad Mim is interesting. Mad Mim Brave Princess? No. We're going to take a free roll here. Pair of mummies. Okay. We're going to take a pair of mummies and we're going to roll and wow. This is actually a pretty good shop. Here. I think this is right. So we're going to get a level 4 treasure next turn. And what do we want? Honestly, an early horn right now would be pretty good. I'm gonna lose. I'd really like to take out at least one more thing, but Conics got us. So let's... Could take 6 of shields. 6 of shields is going to make our team a lot stronger. Pan Shadow. What are the chances that... Is it Gloves of Thieving? I think it might be Gloves of Thieving. 6 of shields is pretty good, though. It's going to give us a ton. This is 21 points of stats. I think it has to be this. We ever split this up? I think we do. I like this. So Pan Shadow is pretty interesting, right? Because on Pan Shadow, you want to get to level 4 and you want to be as strong as possible. And they're second in the lobby right now, which does say something about their board being pretty strong. We're going into 4 though, so I mean we're getting out of our board being strong, right? So I do wish we could have just had some better RNG there. Okay, so this is huge. So I think I'm gonna go for a treasure map potentially first here. No, but we're definitely doing some sarcophagus stuff. We're about to see the machine gun. With Monster Manual, it's pretty sick because these are monsters, so now every time they grow, we're just going to play as many evils as we can, and we are going to 100% cast this spell. So, Ancient Sarcophagus, anytime a evil character that we have dies, it deals 3 damage to a random enemy, but with our hero power being double the abilities of our level 2s and 3s characters, now this represents 6 points of damage. So we are going to start, hopefully, just machine gunning our opponent's boards down. That way, yeah, I mean, this was huge, right? I was hoping for a treasure map. Treasure map lets you get a treasure 2 levels higher, but doubled again. So we could have basically paired this level 2 and gotten a level 6 treasure, which is pretty huge. See what happens. So 13, 3, 3. I mean, our board's actually pretty strong anyway, so. We killed their pig, so we actually get an additional gold this turn. It's pretty huge. So now we have to figure out what we want to be doing. So this is a monster. We probably want to grab this because it is evil, but we also want Sporco. Also want Sporco. I think I'm gonna chance. Normally I don't take the Chupacabra, but maybe we just like embrace a full scam build right now. So we can easily get rid of this. Medusa's pretty good. We can level also. So 4, 8. Go up to 9. We sell. And we're 1 short. We don't need the monster book, but I like the monster book, right? Take the monster book. It's a monster. It's fortunate. Oh, we're just gonna proc there. There you go. You're welcome. Pew 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 pew. All right, so this is a monster also with the monster manual is great, but I really just want to. I probably shouldn't have bought this. We are going to attack first. I'm just trying to deal as much damage as I can as quickly as possible. I think I have to take it, right? Because we're getting double monster manual value. Here interests me. Wouldn't mind a Sporko. Another evil witch. Wicked witch. No. Pair of Chupa. Again, I'm not really trying to do that. Gives us a line on something else, though. Maybe we should not have bought the Friendly Spirit. Weird positioning. Oh, I wish we could have hit one of their dragons. Okay. All right, well, now you can see the power of this ancient sarcophagus is just ridiculous. And just that one turn brought this from a 3/7 to a 7/7. This is a monster also. Baba Yaga's pretty sick. Do I want to be doing Baba Yaga type thing? Cupid's interesting in this build. Maybe should have taken the Baba Yaga, but it's an animal, right? Yep. I like the Nian. And I'm gonna take this because it's a shot at a treasure map. So we didn't really improve our board, but we did, right? Because we grew our stats just pretty large. So maybe it's like this now. It's weird putting this. Maybe we do that. Yeah, we're gonna try this. This is really weird positioning. I mean, that is just insane value, right? I don't think I want a book. Pair. Curious. Really need this. Could sell this actually for the book. Again, I'm looking just to deal as much damage as possible. All right, this is our shot at treasure map, hopefully. Ever treasure map. We take another one. Medusa. Do we want a pair of Medusas? No. Sporco? Is it too late for? I think it's too late for Sporco. What would we take on 4? We might take a Krampus's sleigh. If we were to see it. I don't know if we would take a horn. This is it's so powerful. It's going to get shot. That's going to get shot. And then they're going to get a moose attack. I mean, that's insane. It's just such good value. Did say I would probably take a Krampus's sleigh. Fool's Gold is pretty interesting because we're about to hit 6. Treasures. Skip the time skipper on 6. Could take another pair. It's pretty ridiculous. Could try to triple this mummy. Triple mummy one time. Poison apple, probably, since our comp is trying to machine gun things down. Maybe this hits like their best thing. Pretty scary, probably. Usually Skip is going to have a pretty scary board if they make it to level 6, usually. Not always. They're puffing. This might still be good, but I not 100%. It's at least good enough for a... Oh. So, I don't want either of these. I don't have anything with Slay. Don't necessarily... Close of Thieving, actually. Yeah, I really just want to try to hit a pumpkin. I'm gonna take this Oni. That's pretty good. Level 6. And I'm looking for pumpkins. I want Southern Siren. Like, we might... I mean, we're definitely doing monster things. I don't necessarily want to be in this build, but that's unfortunate. Okay, that was huge. Like, oh, yeah, okay. So we should be beating them. Oh, they're at 1. Oh, I thought we were going to take them out. We got an Aeon, but it's good. Why do you have to be good? Why are you a good Aeon? Makes our board actually a little bit weaker, but treasure map? Really, really want to see a pumpkin. It's rotten apple tree. We have no way to give this attack right now, though. Game, just give us a pumpkin and let's just be done with it. This is interesting just because it's big, right? It's a 15-15. So this, at the start of the brawl, it gives all trees power equal to its health. So this is essentially a 15-15. It's pretty strong. I think we're gonna take more roll. Back row. Southern Sirens? No. We're gonna bank this gold. So the person at 1 actually has a ghost fight. Oh, and they're on steal 80 to nothing because it soul tacked. This is gonna be a tough match. That soul tack is just giving us the business. That was actually pretty good. All right, so that was actually pretty close. What did we steal? That's interesting. We could just turn this into a tree build, but they have trees, right? So I don't want an Aeon, especially one that's going to potentially upgrade into a good character. And I hate to say it, but it might be this, right? Like we might slot this into here. Like it just might be this. There's the pumpkin. So assuming we don't die, four, 5, 6. Play one down, but it's like we're not playing one down. I don't hate it. All right, not the strongest board at all, and that was probably a dumb thing to do. Oh, because they just got infinitely bigger. Please don't. Okay. That attack was pretty brutal. I think we're dead. No, we're alive. All right, yeah, we're probably gonna lose because oh man, we just got their whole, we could have just gotten their whole comp. Rather a combat spell. Would have rathered a combat spell. Am I right? Am I right? Definitely not that as a combat spell. This is interesting. Maybe it's this. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough board to scam. I mean, right? They're big enough to where they probably don't feel like they have to play any kind of soul tack. So soul tack is one that just counters Cupid, but we're just going to have to hope they're not playing it, and they're not. Okay. Things are definitely happening. But they have 2 things that are over 1,000. All right, what do we get? No scam. A book. Get over here. We got close, right? We got close. We got a 2nd place. So pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. But yeah, so again, you're trying to reach Mythic. That's really the ultimate goal every month. And you're playing in a lobby with 8 people. You're typically going to gain points if you get in the top 4. Top 4 is considered a win, so to speak, because you're doing 50% better than the lobby, but you're only going to get a crown if you get a 1st place. Super happy with the 2nd place. Celestial Tiger, Ancient Sarcophagus is definitely a really deadly combo. As you can see, we just start pew pew pewing everywhere. But again, this game is great, right? There's so many different builds. There's so many different characters. All the characters have really cool, unique abilities, and you are going to be able to build your compositions in so many different ways. Obviously, some are better than the others. Some are able to scale faster. Some are going to be able to scale larger, and some are just going to be able to scale to a certain limit. But it's still cool, just depending on how fast or how quickly you are able to put those together. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and you don't necessarily have to have super large minions to win the game, right? We saw our opponent, they had thousands and thousands of points worth of stats, whereas opposed we got 2nd place in a lobby and our minions were just in the 20s to 30s to 40s, and we actually had a real chance of winning depending on what we could have potentially gotten out of our pumpkin, or if we would have seen more scam to actually go against them. So again, a lot of fun. I highly recommend playing Storybook Brawl. Again, it's a free game. It's a lot of fun. And if you enjoy seeing me make content like this, please let me know. I'm loving this game. I know a lot of you are really wanting to see me make some Magic content, but right now, I'm not into Magic. That's just what it is right now. I might come back to it later in the future, but right now, Storybook Brawl really draws my attention. It's a really great competitive game. There is a professional circuit, basically a pro tour that they have. They have a world's championship coming up at the end of the year. And again, all you have to do to make that the monthly tournament where they give away, $1,000 to the winner every month. You just have to get to Mythic rank, which is essentially rank 4,000. And then every month you get reset down to 3,000 if you're at Mythic, and you just have to work up from 3,000 to 4,000. It really only takes a couple dozen games. So really, really great game. And again, it's a very simple game to learn, but it's a very hard game to master. So there's some great content creators out there. There's some great streamers. This is an amazing community. I mean, it is night and day, the community between honestly between some of the people that I've run into playing Magic and the people who play Storybook Brawl. Everybody that I've run into playing Storybook Brawl it's amazing. It's an amazing community. And there is a Storybook Brawl Discord. As you can see, there's just a link to it in the game. This is a clickable link. It takes you right to their Discord page. So check it out. Again, check it out. Awesome game. And again, if you want to see more Storybook Brawl games, let me know. I'd actually love to start making these for you. With that being said, I've kind of dragged on, and yeah, let's just get to it. See you guys next time.